Guys, it's no secret, I'm an idiot, and if you're part of my target demographic, then you're probably going to find this video quite relatable because today I'm going to be proving to you all that I am indeed stupid. Part 1. Some of my terrible opinions on, well, just about everything. First of all, here are terrible opinions I have on food. Drinking milk on its own is disgusting, even chocolate milk. Heating up tomato sauce is gross. Cold pasta sauce gang for life. Chocolate chip is the second worst type of cookie, second only to double chocolate chip. Oatmeal raisin is the best type of cookie, Subway is the best fast food restaurant ever, and salads aren't actually that bad. Here's some terrible opinions I have on technology. NFTs are actually pretty cool. They probably won't be that great for another 10 years, but they will be the future. YouTube removing the dislike button was genius. Just kidding, fuck you, Susan. And some bad movie/TV opinions that I have. Stranger Things is the most boring show I've ever seen. I've never watched Tiger King and I don't plan on it. The Star Wars prequels were better than the originals. I can still agree that Disney ruined it all though. Harry Potter was the worst movie series I've ever seen, and no, not just because I've grown up, they were always really bad. I've never watched Squid Games and I never plan on it. All my friends watch anime, but personally I'd rather be run over by a bus than have to watch it for more than 5 minutes. Part 2. Useless talents and skill sets that I have. As a stupid person, I have a lot of useless talents. So when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade, but when life gives you useless skill sets, you rant about it to strangers on the internet. My first and probably most useless skill is the entire French language. Now I know what you're probably thinking, isn't being bilingual a good thing? It'll help you out so much in life, it'll get you so far. Wrong. Let's look at all the things that I can get for speaking French. The first thing that might be kind of useful is that I can work in the Canadian government. As someone who lives in Canada, it's a requirement that you speak French to basically work in any branch of the government, so this opens doors to me, right? Well, the only problem with that is that, you see, I have a little something that no one who works in the government has. Self-respect. So, that first one's already off the table. You also might be thinking that it's pretty useful when you travel. Once again, you would be wrong, though. There's a lot of places that speak it as a second language, but realistically all of them speak English as well, and you'll probably be just fine. The only place that you can really go to that will really benefit you at all is France. And I'm sorry, but there's just not really much appealing to me about going to France. There's a giant telephone wire called the Eiffel Tower, but telephone wires are disgusting, and I highly doubt that just because they have baguettes and mimes around, that they won't be hideous. So yeah, that's off the list too. There is one thing, however, that I do get for speaking French. I get bullied. Puzzles and stuff. So I'm overall pretty good at most types of puzzles, whether that be Sudokus, jigsaw puzzles, solitaire, or other card games, but the one that I really wanted to talk about today was the Rubik's Cube. I have a 5x5 here because I couldn't find my 3x3 and I'm just going to hold it while I talk. I know how to do the 3x3 and the 2x2, not this one. This one is way too hard for me. I learned how to do the 2x2 in maybe 5 minutes. That thing's easy. But the 3x3, I spent an entire month learning how to do that. You know, there was always the kids in elementary school who were able to do the 3x3, and those were the coolest kids in town. They were able to do that. It was so cool. Everyone was always so impressed by it. I thought it'd be a really cool thing to learn over the summer. It'd be a cool party trick, something to go and impress people. But the problem is that by the time you're 13, you're about to go into middle school, no one fucking cares anymore. It's no longer impressive. You don't have anything. So long story short, a month of my life was wasted to this thing. And that's a month of my summer as well. Part 3 is just part 1 again. They're the same thing, but I decided to break it up because I thought it might be better. So here's some more terrible opinions I have, starting with fashion. Owning more than one type of shirt is stupid. I wear a white t-shirt every day of the week and I never regret it. Jewelry makes you look worse, no exceptions to this rule. Wearing too much makeup can easily make you look way uglier than if you have none at all. Suits and dresses don't make you look smart, you just look like a rich, uptight douchebag. Wearing socks and sandals is literally the best. Hats make everyone look worse, which is ironic because I never take mine off. And finally, terrible music opinions. Not a single good song has been made in the last 5 years, country isn't always that bad, Christmas music is amazing year-round, with the exception, of course, being Mariah Carey. Justin Bieber is, was, and always will be one of the best musicians. Hating on him was trendy a few years ago, but at this point, everyone needs to just grow up and admit that they love him. Mumble rap is actually pretty good sometimes, and that last point was a lie. If anyone's still watching at this point in the video, thank you. My self-esteem is completely dependent on fake internet points, so please like and subscribe, or don't. I don't really care. See ya!